Hello guys, Dhananjay here, and as you can see I have the OnePlus X over here with me. And as you must be knowing that OnePlus X comes with Oxygen OS, rather all OnePlus devices come with Oxygen OS which is pre-installed on the device, and sometimes Oxygen OS is not the best and you might face some issues like graphical issues or the performance of the phone is not that great or battery life is not that great. So in this video I'll be showing you guys how to fix all those things or most of the things. And that is quite simple. You just have to root your device, flash a kernel. I'll show you all the steps in this video only. And I'm going to show you this on the champagne gold variant, but it does not matter if you have a black variant or a ceramic variant or purple, pink, any variant, it does not matter. So if you have OnePlus X, then you are just good to go. And as of now on the OnePlus X, there are few graphical glitches like if you play Asphalt or few other games, the games do not run very smoothly. There are some minor lags here and there, or the GPU does not go above 200 megahertz, which is quite frustrating thing. And if you are a heavy gamer, then that might be problematic for you. So by flashing a kernel, we can simply put the GPU on performance mode and all those issues can be fixed. And I'll show you the how to install guide at the end of this video. Before that, I'll tell you guys some of the important things and some tricks that you can use with this kernel. First of all, the performance is like very good. Even if you keep any number of apps running in the background, the phone does not slow down whatsoever. Stock Oxygen OS kernel is like very bad as compared to the Blue Spark kernel, which I'm going to show you in this video. And many settings can be customized, like let's go into kernel auditor application. So this is the application from where you can change CPU settings, GPU settings, or you can underclock, undervoltage the CPU. And to change all those settings, just swipe from left and you will get to this frequency table, in which it will show you which frequency was used most of the time. So as you can see, deep sleep was enabled for 71% of the time, 2.2 GHz was used for 2%, and yeah, many things like that. And if we go into CPU now, you can select the maximum frequency. So you can select maximum frequency from 2.2 GHz to 1 GHz. I'll suggest you to not go below 1 GHz, otherwise the phone may become laggy. It won't be completely laggy, but yeah, 1 GHz is quite fine. So you can select 1190. So maximum CPU frequency that it can have is 1.1 GHz. And this will save a little bit juice for you. And CPU minimum frequency, which is already the least possible, that is 300 megahertz over here. Then CPU governor, Blue Active is kind of recommended by me also, because I tried using other governors, but I found that Blue Active is the very good. And you can use performance mode if you want the best performance that you can have. And when you enable performance mode, the maximum CPU frequency, currently it is 1.1 GHz, that frequency will be kept even if you use WhatsApp or even if you use any application which does not even require 1.1 GHz. So performance mode works like that, but I'll suggest you to stick with Blue Active. If you want to save battery, then conservative mode is there for you. And select this option, that is apply on boot, if you are going to reboot, and if you want to keep these settings even after rebooting. So basically, if you select apply on boot now and if you reboot the device, then these settings will be kept without changing or altering them. But if you are not sure about some things, like if you changed it to 300 megahertz, let's assume CPU maximum frequency, you change it to 300 megahertz and you are trying new things, then I'll suggest you to just not select this option, so that if your phone gets stuck or if your phone stops responding, then you can simply reboot the phone and it will restore the default things. And after that, let's go into GPU now. And GPU is one of the things I was most interested in. So once again, GPU maximum frequency, minimum frequency, and these are the same things as I told you about the CPU thing. And GPU governor over here, and I tried to install Asphalt, but there was some issue with it and I was not able to do that. But I tried to play NFS No Limits, which is over here. Okay, NFS No Limits, and there were no issue whatsoever with the game. The game ran very smoothly without any issues. And if you still feel that the performance is not that great, then simply go into GPU over here, select GPU governor and select performance mode. So by selecting performance mode, the GPU will always run at 578 megahertz or maximum frequency that is possible, and that is how you will not be able to see any type of frame drops or any issues with the game. So yeah, do enable this if you are into gaming. But according to me, MSM Adreno was pretty good. And there are multiple settings like CPU voltage, you can change these things. And if you do not know what you are doing in this CPU voltage thing, then simply do not do anything. You can just leave it to default if you are not an expert or if you have not tried it earlier. But if you want to try different things, then make sure that apply on boot is not selected and try changing the millivolts. How CPU voltages works? So basically for 2.2 GHz, as you can see, it is giving 1070 millivolts. And if you lower it down to, let's assume 960 millivolts, then if your processor is running at 2.2 GHz, then only 960 millivolts will be given to that. And as it is giving lower voltage, it will save battery for you. And I'm once again telling you guys, if you do not know what you're doing, then do not play around with it. And then there are multiple settings like battery. You can select USB fast charge. I have not personally used it, and if you want to try it, then yeah, go ahead and try it. And there are multiple things over here in these applications which you can change, like screen. You can change the amount of red, amount of green, amount of blue. But according to me, all the default settings are already pretty good, so no issues whatsoever with that. So yeah, this is it for the application, and this is how you can just increase your device's performance. And if you do not want to play around with these settings, no issues whatsoever. The default kernel settings are very good already. So yeah, just go ahead, install the kernel the way I'll show you right now. Just install the kernel and you are good to go. So now let's see how to install the kernel on your Oxygen OS or on the OnePlus X. And to do this, you will need to have TWRP recovery installed. And if you do not have TWRP recovery installed, do not worry. I'll give the link of a guide in the description box below. Simply follow that guide. I have only made that guide, so yeah, simply follow that guide. And once you have TWRP recovery, simply reboot into that. And for that, long press on the power button, select reboot and select recovery and hit OK over here. Now the phone will boot into the TWRP recovery. And you need to be on this TWRP recovery only. I'll give the link of this also in the description box below, or simply go into the download section of the XDA thread and you will find the latest TWRP recovery over there. And you need to download the kernel which says OOS, that is Oxygen OS, because we are not flashing this on CyanogenMod 12.1 or CyanogenMod 13 as of now, but the developer has also created kernels for CyanogenMod 12.1 and the CM13. So if you want to flash for that, then download the zip file of the kernel according to that. So yeah, we are now into the TWRP recovery, and we are going to modify the file system on the OnePlus X. So in case you want to go back to the stock ROM later on, then make sure to go into backup, then select system and select boot over here. Select both these partitions and just swipe to backup, or you can just backup the complete ROM which is based on Oxygen OS as of now, and you are good to go. Make sure to do this, otherwise it may give problems to you later on. Now simply go ahead and select install. Select the latest BlueSpark kernel zip. So select that, select swipe to confirm flash. So yes, the zip file is flashed now. Now go into home, and we need to do some things which are very important. First of all, going to wipe, then going to advanced wipe over here. Select data and select repair or change file system. Select that. Select change file system over here and select F2FS. Okay, select this over here and just swipe to change. So as you can see, it says successful over here. Once again, go back, select cache now, select only cache and select repair or change file system. Change file system over here and make sure to select F2FS once again and just swipe to change. And now your device is completely ready. And the last two things which I showed you, like changing the data and cache to file type of F2FS, which are very important. Otherwise you will not get the best performance out of this kernel. And if you want to update the kernel to the latest build, simply go ahead and select install and select the latest kernel zip that you have. Simply download it from the XDA thread and just flash the zip from TWRP recovery once again. And you will need to flash the latest TWRP recovery also, so I'll show you that thing also over here in just 5 seconds. And to flash the latest TWRP recovery, download the image file once again from the download section of the XDA thread. Select images over here which is present at the right side. Select images, scroll down and select the TWRP recovery or the TWRP image file. And as this is the recovery file, make sure to select recovery, do not select boot, otherwise your device will not boot. So select recovery and just swipe to confirm flash, and this will flash the latest TWRP recovery. And now we have flashed the BlueSpark kernel, but in case you want to go back to the stock settings and you want to flash the stock Oxygen OS with the stock kernel, then simply restore the backup that we had done earlier. But just in case, if you do not have something like this, if you do not have anything to restore over here, then we will have to change the file systems once again. And for that, go into wipe once again, select advanced wipe, select data first, select repair or change file system, select change file system over here, and make sure you select ext4. So select that partition, which should be the default partition. After that successful, hit back, go back again, select cache once again, cache, repair or change file system, ext4, swipe to change. And now you can flash the stock Oxygen OS and you are good to go. You will not get any type of error. So yeah, this is pretty much it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you like this video. Yeah, if you are going to flash this kernel, then do let me know about that in the comment section below. And if you have already flashed the kernel and you are using that kernel, then let me know your experience in the comment section below also. And huge thanks to the developer for developing such an awesome kernel for the OnePlus X. And don't forget to go head over to the XDA thread and hit that thanks button for the developer. And if you guys have OnePlus X and if you have not subscribed already, then do hit that subscribe button, because many more videos like this on the OnePlus X are going to come real soon on the channel. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for watching.